going on, people? Sorry for the late start. Obviously, Aston Villa versus Manchester City. Watchalong. Durant just had a chance in the first 28 seconds. Crazy start to the game. If you've not joined the channel already, please like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Help the channel grow and all that. But yeah, man, Manchester City need to win this game, bro. It's been one win in 11. Durant should have scored that, to be honest with you. Maybe because it was early in the game, you probably have to give him a bly. But yeah, good save, man. Very good save. But yeah, crazy start to the game. But yeah, still 0-0, man. Just kicked off. I ain't really sure about the City team either, man. Like, I don't know, man. The City team's a bit. No De Bruyne again. Obviously, it looks like he's gonna leave in the end of the season, man. But yeah, corner by Villa. Oh, Jesus Christ. Off the bar. Oh, my God. What a save by... Oh, my God. Otagan, man. What a save. Villa could be 2... Oh, sorry, Villa. Man City could be 2-0 down. I'm not even joking, man. They should be 2-0 down, to be fair. Flipping hell. Oh, bless me. Oh, man. Another corner comes in. Deep. Over by Otagan as well. Another corner. Villa are on Man City's next, man, at the minute. Flipping hell. Oh, my God. What a save, man. What a save. One of the best saves of the season so far, man. 100%. They were very lucky there, man. Very lucky. Another corner in by Villa. Another corner in. Corner comes in. I can't see who that was. Oh, no. Out for a goal kick, man. Oh, boy. Villa should be, 2-3-0 up, man. 100%. 100%. Yeah, man. Oh, what a touch by Grealish. What a touch. Grealish with a shot. Oh, well wide, man. Well wide. I don't know if this is one of the first times that Grealish has started at Villa Park for Man City. He needs a goal desperately, man. Flipping out. He ain't scored in the whole of 2024. What a way to do it at your old club, boyhood club as well. Yeah, not a great shot, man. Well wide in the end, but yeah, still 0-0, man. Villa again should be 2 or 3-0 up, if I'm being perfectly honest, and it's only been 5 minutes gone, not even 5 minutes. But Manchester City getting into the game now. Grealish on the edge of the box, tackle there, but it still gets the ball. Grealish again. Is that a penalty? No, good tackle there. Tillemans with the ball there. Can they counter-attack now? Here's Duran, back to Tillemans. Great pace at the start of the game. Oh, great ball there by Tillemans. And it's McGinn in on the right-hand side. Great ball there. Oh, fantastic defending there. I think by Akanji it was. Yeah, it was Akanji. Great clearance there. And it is a corner to Aston Villa. Aston Villa have been very, very good in this first 5-6 minutes, man. They could be, 2-3-0 up. That was a very good opportunity as well. Good counter-attack. Could have been offside, maybe. But yeah, Akanji didn't know that. Great defending. And but yeah, man. Flipping out. Crazy start to the game. Another corner by Aston Villa. Corner comes in. Oh, camera. Tried to put play in, I think, Dina again, but it just went out for a goal kick. But yeah, man. But yeah. Not a great start by Manchester City, if I'm being honest. Not a great start. What a save by Ortega, man. What a save. What a save. To run there with a shot. Goes out. Yeah, back to Grealish, man. Nah, Grealish, he needs a good game, 100%. He needs a great game, if I'm being honest with you. But Haaland on the left-hand side there, making a Dartwood run into the left-hand channel. Can he do anything now? Back to Gundogan. He's got back into the area of the left-hand side. And City are just trying to keep possession at the minute. Yeah, very quiet start from City. Only that Jack Grealish chance at the moment that they've had on goal, but obviously that went wide. So yeah, I think they're trying to build up now on the right hand side. Bernardo Silva on the right hasn't really got that pace to get past his fullback. Cuts it back to Rico Lewis, playing right back, I think, in this game. Back to John Stones. Man City are trying to build slowly from the back here. Back to Grealish. Very tight there by Dino. That could be a free kick, and it is a free kick. Grealish is very good at that. That's the one thing I will say. He's very good at winning those free kicks. Yeah. Good chance now for City. Very good chance for City now. What can they do from this situation? Can they actually provide a better quality? I mean, I think it's very important for Manchester City to try and get a goal early on for the simple fact that they're in really, really bad form. 1 win in 11. I think they need to get off to a good start in this game because if they go 1-0 down, it could be another defeat, which would be absolutely unthinkable, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll see what they do now. I know John Stones has scored from a couple of set pieces. Guardiola as well. Obviously, Haaland's always a threat aerially too. So just need a bit of quality. Obviously, Foden's had a quiet season. Can he actually produce something to help his team for the first time this season in the Premier League? We'll soon find out. I think it's going to be, is it Foden to take it? Yeah, Foden's going to take it from the left-hand side. Comes in. Decent delivery, to be fair. Good header there by Pau Torres. Out by Duran. And it's kind of up in the air now. Outside of the box. Still not cleared, though. I think that's a Kanji. Back to Bernardo Silva, and City have still got possession. And then we go back again. Bernardo Silva's on that left-hand side. City are just trying to take this thing out of game, I think. They're just trying to keep possession and stop the momentum from, obviously, Aston Villa. Ball comes in there, cleared away. But back to City. And that looked like a free kick. And it is a free kick to Manchester City near the edge of the box. Foul on Foden by Onana. So yeah, City will be more than happy with the last probably 5 minutes, I'd say. But yeah, man. difficult game, man. Away to Villa, obviously Arsenal won their 2-0, but they could have easily lost that game with the chances that Ollie Watkins had in August. So yeah, difficult place to go, obviously. But yeah, Man City, they need to try and capitalize on one of these set pieces. They're getting quite a few free kicks now in these areas. So yeah, I don't know if Foden's going to take it again or they'll leave it to Gundogan. Could be an in-swinger though, to be fair. So we'll have to wait and see. They're just setting up to take it now. Ball comes in. Is that header out? Is that corner? Yeah, it's giving a corner. I think Aston Villa wanted a foul on Kwanzaa. Or is it City that want the foul? No, I kind of a coming together by Kwanzaa, and I can't remember. Is it good at Guardiola? Bit of a coming together, nothing major, man. To be honest with you, man. Oh boy, got the one with the corner. Yeah, needs a decent delivery in. Corner comes in. Good header there by I think Donia. Back to Grealish there, back to City. Now City are having a decent spell of possession now. Back to Kovacic trying to create something in the middle. Back to Grealish. That's the only thing you say with Man City. They do lack that pace in the forward areas, bar Haaland. So it kind of has to be like very intricate passing and link-up play in that final third. Here's Kovacic. He's had a few goals, but straight at Martinez. But yeah, if we go on, let me have a look at this table, man. Because I think if obviously City do win, they go level on points with Arsenal. So obviously got game in hand. So City are... Yeah, that's an old. Obviously, with this point at the minute, they go back into fourth. But obviously, everyone else has got a game in hand. Man. Boy. But yeah, man. Gundogan back to Rico Lewis. City kind of just dominate possession at the minute. Villa can't really get a hold of the game after that flurry start. And that's the thing with these teams, man. You've got to score. When you're on top, you've got to score in the first 5 minutes when you're getting a few chances because the better team will always obviously have a spell in the game where they're dominating possession and it doesn't look like you can create any chances. So, yeah, Villa really should have gone 1-0 up and then it would have played into their hands. City would have had to take more chances and Villa could have counter-attacked because they are very good in transition, especially with Duran and obviously McGinn and Tillemans in their attacking obviously options and front line. So, yeah, but Man City coming to the game, to be fair, and they most likely look more like scoring in the last 5 or 6 minutes than Villa. But Grealish on the left-hand side now, trying to up against Matty Cash. 2v1, good defending there, good tracking back there by, I think, I'm not sure who that was that helped him there. I think it was Camera. But Man City are winning the ball back quite quickly, though. I would say that. But yeah, Matty Cash is back in there now. But Aston Villa kind of need to get the ball back, man, because Manchester City are just dominating at the minute. Oh, is that foul? Yeah, foul on Grealish. Grealish wants a yellow card because that's the third. That's the third foul. Yeah, I think he'll be lucky not to get yellow, man, because he's been onto him. To be fair, he's been onto him. But yeah, man. No more by the ref. Is that another foul on Cash? No, he's not giving it. Rogers back to. Oh, he's through here. Oh, he's got to square it. Duran! It's 1-0 to Villa. 1-0 to Aston Villa. What a goal. And I said, Aston Villa were very good in transition, and that's why you see it there. Manchester City, you were in sixes and sevens, and it was Tillemans. I said it was going to be Tillemans, Rogers, Duran, because the thing with Tillemans is he's very good at that final third pass, and Duran is in great form. You can see why he's starting ahead of Ollie Watkins at the minute. And it's another mistake by a Manchester City Manchester City defenders and midfielders, and it's 1-0 to Aston Villa. Very, very good goal. Very, very good goal. What a pass. Oh, splits the defense in two. Great run there by Morgan Rogers, and then just squares it to Duran, who then finishes it off. And that's another goal for Duran. Yeah, fantastic goal all around, man. You gotta applaud it. And man, are Manchester City gonna lose another game? Are Manchester City gonna lose another game here? They need something big, to be honest with you, to come back. Just because they must be lacking so much confidence. They're losing so frequently, and to be honest with you, the rest of the teams should be the form they're in. One win. This could be one win in 12. This could be what 8, 9 defeats. That is absurd. That is absurd, man. So, bro, what a pass. What a goal. But yeah, Manchester City, again, that midfield letting them down in terms of the legs and not being able to cover space and ground. And someone should have been closing Tillemans there because he's got the quality to find that through ball, especially in the final third. He was doing that at Leicester, does it for Belgium as well. And he's done it in this game. And yeah, 1-0 to Aston Villa. Based off the chances they've created, you probably say it's deserved. But Manchester City were coming into the game, like I was saying, and they look more likely to score just because of the possession they were having. But nah, Aston Villa 1-0. We need. I can't lie. We need them to lose again, man, and we need to capitalize later as an Arsenal fan. But I think is that Morgan Rogers. That looked like a foul again against his former team as well. Big up Henry Ford. He says hoping for more Man City dropped points. 100%, bro. 100%. We need more, man. We need more City drop points, man. We need more, bro. Honestly, we need more. 100%. But yeah, free kick to Aston Villa now. Good idea. A bit too heavy. But yeah, good idea there. Good idea there, man. Gavardio. See on the right hand side. Do they sack Pep? Yeah, nah, I can't see it, man. To be honest, I think Pep might walk though, even though he signed a new deal. It wouldn't be surprised me if he, at the end of the season he's just like, nah, I'm out of here. He should have waited, man. There was actually no pressure. This is Pep Guardiola. He can literally go to the end of his contract at the end of the day, and they're still going to want to sign him in it. So I don't know why he felt under pressure. Maybe he wanted to beat those allegations of he leaves when the going gets tough or he doesn't stay too long. But he's already stayed at Manchester City 8 years. But with these charges, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Maybe people thought that Hazard, they maybe got away with it. So he's felt a bit more relaxed so he could stay. But nah, I think, to be fair, this was always going to happen eventually. The Warriors going to have a season like this. Just when it was going to be. Whether it was going to be while Pep was still there or when after Pep. Because when you win 4 or 5 in a row, there is going to be a drop-off. There is, right? That's just the reality of the situation, man. So, but yeah, man. Yeah, poor, very poor. But yeah, man. Villa looking comfortable. Obviously, saying Martinez, even though Man City are having a lot of possession, it reminds me similar to Arsenal a little bit in the last couple of Premier League games where they're having a lot of possession, but they're not really testing the goalkeeper. Haaland's not really been in the game either. Yeah, it's not been ideal. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, it's not been ideal, man. It's not been ideal, man. Boy. Grealish trying to make something happen on this left. Back to Stones. Bernardo Silva on the right. Rodgers is there. Back. Away. Man City again. They need service to Haaland, man. They do. Because it's just, look, he's not in the game, man. He's not even had a touch or nothing. Back to Grealish. Back to Lewis. Very good shape by Aston Villa. It's looking difficult for them to break them down, to be honest. They're so compact. Ball over the top to, I think, Guardiola, but it's gone out of play, man. Poor. Poor, man. Oh, they're messing about there, Villa. If they kicked it back to... Who kicked it back to? Back to Akanji. But yeah, like I said, when I did say if Villa can get the first goal, this will be the game plan now. All they have to do is stay compact, stay resolute, don't make any mistakes, and just concentrate in terms of runners off the ball and stuff. And then, yeah, just wait till City overcommit, because they will. I mean, they're on literally all of their defenders are well into Aston Villa's like final third. So, yeah, if they can win the ball back, high in transition. Grealish has done well there, though. On the right side, he's gone for the... Bloody yeah, that was terrible. I think that was a shot by Grealish. That was a shot, bro. That was a shot. That was a shot, and that went out for... I think it went out for a throw, you know. That is atrocious, man. Jesus. That is so bad. £100 million player now. Yeah. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. But that's crazy. They just obviously said at the start that Grealish can get onto that. City, even after lose one win in 10 or 11, they're already 6 points worse off. You'd think they'd be like 12, 13. So it's not. There's only 2 wins, man. To be fair, it's only 2 wins. I mean, you compare that to like Arsenal. I think Arsenal are like 9, 10 points off. They're 39 at this stage, or 40 something, and obviously they got 30. So yeah, obviously it just proves that. But to be fair, City did go on that run where they dropped 2 points from December to May, which they're not doing that without Rodri. And in January, man, I know people are saying they're going to buy like 3 or 4 players. Me, I can't see them buying that many players, in Jan. Not of the quality. But you got to think, even like, say, for example, Zubamendi's got a release clause. Does he really want to leave mid-season? He didn't even want to leave at the end of the season. I don't know, it was a different team, Liverpool, and they obviously felt obliged to stay, especially with Mourinho leaving to Arsenal. But I don't know, man. I feel like if City are going to get someone, it's going to be a bit subpar. For me, it's going to be in the bracket of um like a Calvin Phillips type caliber of player, like, for example, just to put a random name out there, like them getting like Ruben Neves, for example, that level where it's like they're a decent Premier League level player, but they're not like a game changer of now we've got you in the team, like a Bruno Guimaraes, for example. Villa trying to win it high up. That's the plan, man. They want to try and win it high up. But yeah, it's not like they're going to get a Bruno Guimaraes or a Paqueta, and obviously they don't really want to touch him with the obviously betting allegations. Don't know if he's going to get banned for a while. So yeah, man, it's a sticky one. It's a very, very sticky one. Obviously you got Kovacic there, back to Akanji, back to Haaland, back to Akanji. So they're trying to build up, like I said, in that midfield position. But yeah, it's looking a bit stagnant at the minute. They're always going for that overlap left-hand side, that switch ball across, back to Guardiola. That's a very good ball. Very good defending there. Another good defending there out there by, I think, Torres. And I think Duran's just trying to get up the pitch. Obviously goes for a corner. Goes for a throw into Manchester City. But it's looking bleak, man. It's looking bleak. It's looking bleak, man. Back to Grealish. I mean, the right-hand side for Man City is null and void. It's like the opposite to Arsenal, where everything's on the right and the left-hand side's void. For City, everything's on the left, and they don't even touch the right-hand side, man. Probably because Bernardo Silva hasn't really got the pace. But here's Rico Lewis inverting, trying to find bit of a mistake there, or a mix-up, but it would have been a free kick anyway. Haaland tried to push Chanzo, but the referee spotted it. But yeah, man, I think, honestly, for Manchester City, listen, you can't discount them going into the runner form at any time, just for the simple fact that the manager can work it out. But he does need players, man. He does. I don't think he can do this internally, just because the players have got no. It's that midfield. It's not even the defense so much. Obviously, the defense is making mistakes, but the defense is making more mistakes because they're under pressure because of the midfield. The midfield doesn't have the legs. The midfield isn't working hard enough off the ball, and then on the ball, they're just void of ideas. They don't really have a lot of pace and quality at the same time. You've got people like Doc who's quick but hasn't got the final ball. Savinho's just joined the league, so it's a lot of pressure to put on him to be scoring and assisting straight away. Obviously, he's needs time to adapt to the league, of course. And then someone like Bernardo is not gonna get in behind you. Do you know what I mean? He's getting older as well. So you are looking at Foden. De Bruyne is the same. His legs are going. It's funny. The guys that look the freshest, really, in terms of going through on goal, are the guys that don't really get much like chances in front of goal. It's like Rico Lewis, but I think it's just because of his age, just because he's obviously 19. He's got the legs to get up and down, to invert, to get back in the fend, to go and attack. Obviously, he's scored a great goal in the Crystal Palace game. But yeah, Haaland needs to do more, in my opinion. He's making that run, and he's going back to Grealish. But yeah, kept in, but he's lost the ball out, and Matty Cash is on the right-hand side, and he's fed it in. That's a very good pass through the lines. Back to Tielemans, back to Duran, who's linked up very, very well. Morgan Rogers, back to Tielemans. And this is the first bit of possession that Aston Villa have had in a good while, man. I think they just need to try and keep the ball, take the sting out of the game a little bit. Villa trying to go to pass it to Dina. Header cleared. Back to Grealish on the left-hand side. Pulls the ball in. Good header. Good defending. Villa defended well for the most part in the first 30 minutes. Craig Tor, big up. He says City need 4 or 5 players. Yeah, they do, man. They need to, if I'm being honest, bro, they need to like revamp the whole squad, man. Like you look at their defenders, yeah. John Stones is always injured and he's getting older. He's in his 30s. Diaz is always injured now. Injured again, out for what, another month? After just coming back from injury. Kyle Walker is finished. He needs to be replaced. He's not good enough. Rico Lewis is not even a defender. He's just inverting. He's more of a midfielder, but they've got him there. Guardiola obviously playing left back. He's obviously a decent age. Akanji and Ake obviously are decent squad defenders who can come in for a period of time, but not for too long. So you're looking at it and you're thinking, well, bro, like that whole back line needs replacing. Edison's leaving, so they're going to need another keeper, whether it's a backup to Ortega or a new fresh keeper. So that's 4. And then, yeah, the midfield, man. Bernardo, De Bruyne, Gundogan, these guys all need replacing. Obviously, you're not going to do all this at the same time. It's going to take hundreds and hundreds of millions. I don't think it would be good in terms of having a fresh new team straight away. You have to keep a couple of players, but I think they have to just be relegated to like bench players or utility players. So you're not using Gundogan as much as you are now. He's playing every game because he has to, because Rodri's injured. Same with Kovacic. These guys need to be like rotational players, League Cup players, FA Cup players that play when they come in when there's a few injuries, but not on a consistent basis. And then, yeah, up front, yeah, I need another striker, 100%. Mate, the thing is, yeah, obviously with Haaland, obviously when he's in form and he's a goal machine, he scores loads of goals. But I do think with players like that, he does need that fear factor in respects of, if I don't perform, I'm going to get subbed off. You do need that as a player, man. I think that's what made Man United so good. As much as I hate to say it, obviously Villa on the left-hand side there, is because they had so many options. You look at someone, the quality of Wayne Rooney, he wasn't always guaranteed to start. They could have gone with Tevez, they could have gone with Ronaldo, they could have gone with Berbatov, and that's him. Do you know what I mean? So, same with Tevez. These are players that would start for majority teams in Europe, that in a squad where they had to be rotated to a certain extent. Rodgers, great ball in there. Duran, can he finish it? He tried to pass it back. Oh, looks like he was offside, or he might have been given a foul. But yeah, back to what I was saying, yeah. And I think with Haaland, he just knows he's just going to play and start every game, and not even start. He's just going to play the whole game because they're not going to sub him off because they've got no one to sub him off with. And it's going to be a ludicrous decision to get your only or your biggest goal threat and sub him off for a midfielder or a defender or whatever. So yeah, I just think they need like another upcoming striker. Then mate, they had it. I would have just kept Alves and said, look, guarantee next year. I mean, maybe Alves didn't like the climate. Obviously, he's used to the Spanish weather, etc., etc. Certain players are like that. They like the climate and the humidity of certain countries compared to others. Doesn't really mesh well with them in terms of personally. So maybe it was a bit of that. But obviously, he actually played a lot of games. He just didn't play in the positions he wanted to. Obviously, Guardiola would play him like in a 10 role or on the left or on the right, or rarely up front when obviously Haaland needed a rest. But it was rare because Haaland used to play every game. So yeah, they're just lacking that. Like they're lacking that now. Like this is a game where they'd get a free kick, Alvarez would score, or he'd score like a long ranger. Oh, great save there by Martinez from Foden. That's the best move from City in the game. But yeah, like I was saying, they kind of need him now, man. I mean, Foden, we need to speak about it more, man, because he's been fell off a cliff. I don't know what's happened to him. If this was Saka, they would be on him. So yeah, we need the same energy, please. Thank you very much. With Phil Foden, 0 goals in what, 18, 19 games or whatever it is in the Prem, 16 games, 17 games. Not good enough, man. Not good enough. But header away there by Duran. But yeah, not good enough, man. Not good enough. Boy. Corner by City. They're trying to get an equaliser. That was their best, obviously, opportunity of the game. But yeah, man. 10 minutes left. Gundogan passes it to Grealish. He loses it. This could be another breakaway transition. Back to McGuinn again. It's like they might do the same routine again. McGuinn, can he find the right pass? He's looking for the right. Oh, he should have went the other way. He tried to feed in Tillemans, but he just couldn't get there. But Duran's won it back here. Back in transition again. Can he? City are not really in shape here. Camera. That was a great opportunity there to make it 2-0. And again, that's what I said. That's what Villa are waiting for. Soak up the pressure, defend, and there will be a breakaway where they're having to defend the corner, and then they can break away and do that. That was exactly nearly the same move. I think he was just waiting for the reverse pass there, but he just couldn't find it. But yeah, Villa have it's been a very good tactical display. Tillemans trying to win there, but Manchester City won it back. Yeah, that has to be a yellow card. That has to be a yellow card. That's like his 5th time. He's fouled Grealish there. So yeah, rightly so. I mean, I think he's looking to not get a yellow card before then, because he didn't even make an attempt to play the goal. But yeah. But yeah, man. Again, that's a nice turn. Oh, they tried to play Matty Cash in. It looked like a handball that stopped the ball, though. But he's not going to give that. He's not going to give it. Boy. Good ball there by Grealish on the left-hand side. Can he do something? It's cut in. Oh, tame shot, man. He needs better quality in that final third, Grealish. He does it well in terms of dribbling into the box, but bro, like, you've got to work the keeper better than that, man. Straight at the goal. Martinez, food and drink for him, man. But yeah, if they're gonna score, I do think he's gonna be on that left-hand side. Because that's the way they look the most dangerous. But yeah, this game is on a knife edge, to be fair. Very, very tight at the minute. Obviously, Manchester City are trying to press Aston Villa, and they've won a corner. No, sorry, they've won a throw in on the right hand side. But yeah, Manchester City need a goal before half time, I think, if they're going to try and win the game. Just for the simple fact that this is kind of playing into Aston Villa's hands in how obviously they're set up defensively. Here's a Kanji trying to find Foden, but Aston Villa win the ball back. McGinn on the right hand side now, trying to play or keep possession for Aston Villa back to Martinez. So yeah, Unai Emery will be happy with the start, to be honest. 1-0 up, just that one save, but they are messing about. That could be a penalty, but I think he's just about got away with it. Just about got away with that, man. That was lucky. Passed it into Rodgers. Lewis tries to defend it, but Margaret Rodgers has got it on the left-hand side. Looking for an overlap by Digne. Digne's overlap. Can he put a good ball into the box? He's trying to cut it back. Is that going to be a corner? Rico Lewis saves the corner, and it's a throw-in. And that's the thing with this. Like, and it's always the case when you a defender or a team's defending in like a low block, and obviously the other team's trying to get a goal. The team that's defending, they always get a chance that's always better than the team that obviously are trying to break you down, just because there's more space and the other team has to leave bodies forward. So yes, Manchester City, even though they're probing, Aston Villa look like to have the better transitional chances, just because there's loads of space in behind, because Man City have got so many players forward to try and get an equaliser. But here's a throw in here by Digne on the left hand side. See what he can do. If he can do anything decent, man. But yeah, City need to actually either make sure it's still 1-0 or try and get an equaliser before half time. Because if they concede another goal, it's going to be a long way back in it. But Digne on the left, I think that's looked like a foul anyway. But he's lost the ball there. This could be a good transitional play, but that's very good by Camera to preventing the transitional break. But yeah, man, 5 minutes left. Man City still probing to try and get another goal. But yeah, man. But yeah, big fight later on. They're just promoting it. Fury versus Usyk, man. I'm not sure who's going to win that one. But yeah, it should be a good game. Or a good fight, even. But yeah. John Stones trying to feed it into Foden, trying to break channels, feed it back into Rico Lewis. Big up Colin as always. Oh, the motivation just isn't there for Pep and all the players, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, big up Colin. Obviously, we were chatting yesterday, and he did make a good point about maybe obviously Manchester City players know the verdict of the charges, and they're just like, yo, we're gonna get an X amount of point deductions, or we're gonna get relegated. So it's like whatever. We're not too fussed. Which could be the case, but I just think personally it's just a combination of a few things. Obviously, the motivation's not there. They've won 4 in a row, and the age of the players, man. The lack of legs as a squad is obviously very, very worrying, because you look at like someone to bring off the bench, and you look at someone like De Bruyne, not really got great legs. Gundogan starting, not great legs. Kovacic has never been the quickest either. And then you got Stones, who's always injured. Walker's not great at all as well, losing a lot of players. He's getting older. So I think the culmination of them all getting older at the same time and lack of motivation, I think is contributing to the poor on the form, man. You can't even say it's just the big teams they're losing to. They've obviously they dropped points to Crystal Palace. They dropped points to obviously Bournemouth. They lost to Brighton. So yeah, it's not like it's just the big six they're dropping points to. It's all the teams around there that are smelling blood. Obviously Spurs beat them 4-0. It's been a horrific run of fixtures, you know. Manchester United just beat them as well. Like, it's one of those ones where, because they're losing so often, you're forgetting some of the games they've lost. But yeah, that's last week they lost. So yeah, and they're losing today. So yeah, man, I think they definitely need something different in January. But they're on the break here. Back to Grealish on the left-hand side. Like I said, this is their best chance of scoring, in my opinion. Can he put in a decent ball in? That is a good ball in. Oh, that should have been 1-1, in my opinion. That should have been 1-1. Should have scored that, man. Guardiola as well. He's a very good finisher normally, but he just headed that over the bar. And I said that's going to be their best chance of scoring, man, this left-hand side. It needs Grealish to either produce a shot of quality or a cross, and that was a very good cross. And he just needs to head that down. If he just heads it down, it bounces up over Martinez. But he's just put too much power into it, and he's headed it up, and it's just gone over the bar, man. But yeah, poor. But yeah, that's probably City's best chance so far, man. That should be a goal. That should be 1-1. But he's missed it. But yeah, Villa got the ball now into Duran, into Morgan, just trying to keep the ball. I think trying to keep possession. Back to Dina. Oh, Camera. That's very nice by Camera. Into Matty Cash on the right-hand side. Can Villa create a chance just before half-time? Back to Camera. There's quite a few Villa players in the box. Anana back in there as well. And I think they've just gone back to recycle the ball to keep possession and to go back again. Yeah, Villa have got the ball back again, man. So, yeah, I think they're just trying to take this thing out of the game just before half-time. Back to Konza. Man City trying to press. Bernardo Silva trying to lead it. Haaland again. Haaland even had a touch. Like, it's just so ineffective when he's not being supplied chances, man. Like, it doesn't provide anything to the game. And while he's scoring and you're winning, it's great. When you're losing, man, you need something different. You need someone that's gonna be in and amongst it, especially in the build-up. But again, they've won obviously titles with him. But yeah, when it's all not clicking, it just looks like glaringly worse when he's obviously not contributing. But Bernardo Silva trying to weave all past 3 players, but Aston Villa have defended well. Oh, very good. Oh, great run there by Morgan. That should be a foul, but he's given advantage. Here's Duran. It's 3v4. Here's Tillemans. Back to McGinn, who's in space on the right-hand side. Oh, the touch let him down. City have got numbers back, but he's played it into Morgan's. Rogers, can he? Oh, I tried to go for the inside curler, but he's blocked it. Oh, Nana was taking 2 times. Oh, the play's gone now. Anana took. Yeah, that was a good opportunity as well. It was 4-3-3 at one stage. That was a good opportunity. That's it. Half time. Half time. 1-0 to Aston Villa. 1-0 to Aston Villa. Um, yeah, I'll probably say on the balance of play and the chances created. I was just kicking off here with Martinez and Haaland and Grealish. It's getting a bit spicy. Yeah, it's getting a bit spicy. I don't know if it. I think he's giving someone a yellow card. I think it's Martinez. I don't know what he's done there. And Martinez and Grealish still going at it with Konza. Wow. Jeez. Yeah, poor by Manchester City. Richard Romano just tweeted Manchester City have conceded a total of 26 goals in their last 12 games in all competition, currently losing 1-0. Sevilla, man. Yeah. Gee, Pep. Pep, to be fair to Pep, though, yeah. Like, they should be, with the form they've had, they should be further behind, bro. To be honest. They're only 3 points behind, obviously, Arsenal if they lose this, but obviously Arsenal got a game in hand. You're not even 6 points. And you look at it, you think, well, they've won one game in 12, and they're already 6 points behind. Obviously Arsenal. Obviously if Liverpool would be a different story. There'd be if Liverpool do win, obviously tomorrow against Spurs, it would be what 12 points behind with a game in hand. So that would represent a real bad form if you're 15 points behind the leaders, isn't it? That would represent it, to be fair. But yeah, man, they need to fix up. Sharpish as well. Sharpish. The car, boy. Boy. It's not looking good at the minute. It's not looking good. But yeah, man. Oh, what are the 3 o'clock games, man? What are the 3 o'clock games? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. Ipswich versus Newcastle. That should be a good game. And West Ham versus Brighton. That should be a good game as well, to be fair. I might have to check one of these out. Maybe the Ipswich one, West Ham one. I'm not even sure, man, to be honest. Not even sure. Maybe Pep just needs a new challenge. Yeah, maybe. I mean, he did come out and say that this is going to be his last club managerial job, in it. So he said he might do the national team, but whether it's Spain or Brazil or whatever. But yeah, man, he's. I think obviously the biggest challenge for him at Man City was to win that Champions League, and obviously he did it a couple of seasons ago. So for me, I think he just thinks like, yeah, boom, done what he needs to do, done the treble as well, something they've never done in their history, and won 4, which is something that no one's ever done in English history, football history. So yeah, he's won 100 points. So you look at his records, he's got like 4 or 5 records there in terms of Manchester City, not just them, and obviously English football. In his 8 seasons, that he's like, yeah, well, I've done my bit. I've cemented my legacy in terms of the English game. Let me just get like a little international job and just chill. Which you can't blame him, which is why I was surprised he committed so early in this new contract, man. I think how he was doing it would have been perfect. He could have just not signed a new deal, just left at the end, and then cool. But now there's like a pressure for either him to, because he's obviously signed until next season, to rebuild the team. Can he do it in 1 year? I don't know, man, if I'm being honest. Even if Rodri does come back next year, and that will obviously be a massive help. We all know with ACLs, and obviously big up Timber, who's came back and looked really, really good. But normally it does take a while for a player, understandably, after an ACL to get back their fitness and their form. And yeah, as well, as we've seen with Timber, when you come back from an ACL, you do have those niggling muscle injuries because your body's not used to working for 90 minutes after being out for like a year's time. So yeah, I think obviously transfer window is going to be key. How much can they spend? Are they going to get any kind of punishment for this 115 charges? I will be surprised if they get away scot-free and nothing happens to them. Like, it's just thrown out. I do think whether it's a point deduction or a transfer embargo or a relegation, probably not that far. But I do think they're going to get hit with some kind of fine or something when these obviously charges come out. Obviously, Pep said yesterday it was going to be between February and March when it all gets sorted and the verdict is heard. I don't know if there's obviously a verdict they're not happy with. They've got like a period where they can appeal it. Probably, I would assume. But yeah, they're going to need a massive transformation, man. Massive. Just in terms of the keeper, they're getting another striker, getting obviously a backup to Rodri, and obviously replacing Bernardo Silva and Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne. These guys, there's a few, man. And then you got to look at the other signings they've got who are not quite up to par. Your Doku's, obviously Vinia's just joined, so you have to allow him. Nunes, obviously he's trying him on the left, not really worked out. He's another one. Grealish is not putting up numbers like he should be. So yeah, so you even look at the squad players and you question if they're good enough as well. So yeah, it could take a while for them to transform the squad to get back to where they were in terms of winning consistent Premier Leagues and obviously getting to Champions League finals and whatnot. So yeah, we'll have to see, man. But yeah, they're in danger to having one of those seasons where they just crash out, man. Obviously, they're struggling in the Champions League. If they lose the PSG, they could well be out in the group stages, which is crazy considering there's 24 slots where you can at least get to obviously the playoff round. And for them to not even make that would be mad, even with the squad they've got. And the run of fixtures, to be fair, weren't the hardest. You look at when you look at like PSG, you can understand why they're near the bottom because they've had so many hard games away from home as well. But Man City, they've had a few, but obviously they lost to Sporting, they drew at home to final. That's what's killed them, man. Dropping 5 points in them obviously 2 games. And then obviously you've got your hard games with Inter Milan and obviously Juventus and stuff. So yeah, not been great for them, man. Not been great. Big up my boy Gio every time. Rogers class today, man. Bro, Rogers has been a revelation signing for Villa, bro. Honestly, man. The fact that he was in Man City's academy, right under their noses, him, Cole Palmer, right under their noses, man. And they just let them go for obviously pittance is crazy. But yeah, man, him, Tielemans, that combination, that's what you need, man. You need strong runners, people that can take people on, and you need guys that are very good in the final third in terms of progressing passing. Obviously, Tielemans has got at that, and Rogers has got the other. So I think they complement each other well. Cover ball watching. Yeah, he was, and that's the thing, man. That's what I said before, bro. Like, Kovacic is one of those guys. He's a squad rotational player, man. He's not someone that should be starting week in, week out. Obviously, he has to because of Rodri's ACL injury. But yeah, he's a guy. He's a decent squad player. But yeah, for the levels that Man City want to get to in terms of retaining the Prem and going on 18 winning game runs and stuff, I don't think he can be starting every game, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that midfield needs a revamp, man. It needs a revamp. Yeah, I hope they're a threat. Makes our win there even better. 100%, bro. And like I said before, obviously Villa did have good chances in that game, but those games, bro, especially away from home, you just need to get out there with the points. It doesn't really matter how you play because they're good teams, so they're gonna have chances, man. Like this idea, you're gonna rock up there and slap them up. It's not gonna happen, man. Sometimes you just gotta ride your luck. And to be fair, the year before we should have beat them. We had the chances. We had that goal at the end, which I don't know if it was Havertz or Nketiah. They gave handball, but obviously on the field, the guy couldn't see if it was handball or not, so he shouldn't really have been overturned. But yeah, and then obviously Odegaard had a couple of chances where he should have buried it as well. So yeah, swings and roundabouts, man. And we should have beat them at home the previous season as well, when we had chances where Trossard missed that open goal and Havertz had a 1-on-1 as well. So yeah, man. I think it works in roundabouts, bro, to be honest with you. Liverpool still to play here. Bro, Liverpool, this is what I mean when obviously people are saying about obviously it's guaranteed Liverpool are going to win it. Obviously, I said in my video that I think Arsenal are in the top 4 race at the minute just because of the form we're in. We need to win 4, 5, 6 games in a row. Then I can be saying, okay, we're in title challenging form. But at the minute, it's stop-start, draws here, draws there. But in terms of just giving it to Liverpool, I don't think it's as simple as that. No way. Because they have got some difficult away games. The only real big away game they've had so far is against us. And obviously, if Gabriel didn't get injured, I think we would have won the game, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, obviously they had Newcastle as well. They dropped points. They've got Tottenham tomorrow. They could drop points there. Obviously, got to go to the Bridge. Got to go to Manchester City. Got to go to Villa. And these are players. We've been to all these places, by the way. Bar Anfield. We've been to White Hart Lane. Obviously, we haven't been to Old Trafford yet as well. But we've been to White Hart Lane. We've been to the Bridge. We've been to the Etihad. We've been to Villa Park. So when you look at it like that, we've been to Newcastle. Yeah, there's still a lot of football to play. We just need to get our act together in respect of putting a good run together on a consistent basis, man. But yeah, I do think Liverpool have got some tough games where they're going to have to overcome and then obviously put in good performances to win at these grounds because, yeah, Villa away ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. But yeah, man, I don't know if Man City gonna make some changes. I don't know who they can even bring on, if I'm being honest, man. So they've got Doku, Savinho, the Kyle Walker's on the bench going, you ain't gonna bring him on. And obviously De Bruyne. You see, the thing is with De Bruyne, even though he's got a bit of quality, he ain't got the legs, man. So it's like well, I just said you're not going to bring Kyle Walker on. He's actually bringing Kyle Walker on for John Stones. And you know what that means, guys. Guess John Stones is injured again. So, yeah, he's coming up at half-time. But, yeah, they need to invest in Jan. Yeah, that's what I was saying in the earlier stream, bro. Like, you look at what they need, man. They need at least 2 midfielders. They need obviously one to replace Rodri, and then they need another one in there for the legs. They need a backup striker definitely in Jan, and then I think they need a defender, man, because John Stones can't stay fit. Diaz can't stay fit. Kyle Walker is not the player he should be. Obviously, Gundogan needs replacing. Yeah, no backup striker. CDM is light, 100%, man. CDM was like when they had Rodri, because people didn't even clock like Rodri was playing like 60 games, man. He was playing Rodri in like the League Cup when he was resting Haaland. Rodri was starting, bro, because he just knew how pivotal he was, and he had no one in the squad to replace him or even echo what he did. So yeah, he was playing a lot of games, so it was always going to come to blows at some stage. I'm not saying he was going to get an ACL, but he was always going to be a point where he was going to be out for a period of time because he was just playing every game and for Spain as well. So yeah, it was always going to take its toll, man. But yeah, bro, Gundogan re-signing, in my opinion, makes no sense. His legs has gone and can't adapt to the new way. 100%, man. And this is what I say about players, bro. Like, once they leave and go to another league, do not sign them back. I heard there was rumors that they want to re-sign Morris back. I'm like, bro, no, man. You do not want to do that, man. Morris was a quality player in the league. But, bro, when you go to a slower league, your body adapts to it, and you forget the quickness and the pace of the Premier League. And that's what's happened to Gundogan in that 1 year at Barca. Happened with Aubameyang. Obviously, Aubameyang weren't great for Arsenal towards the end, but he went to Barca, slapped it up, scoring, 11, 12 goals in like 15, 16 games. Went to Chelsea, couldn't adapt to the league, man. The legs were gone. Like, he was even worse for Chelsea than he was for us a couple of seasons ago. But yeah, man. But yeah, big up, G. I'll catch you for the Palace watch along, man. Yeah, big up, man. Big up for a passing trio. I always love with you, fam. Yeah, big up for passing trio, and I'll catch you obviously later on in the Palace watch along, where hopefully we can be 3-point collectors. 3-point collectors, man. Fingers crossed. But yeah, big up yourself. But yeah, the game's gonna re-kick off now. I'm not really sure. I mean, prediction wise, I can't remember what I went. I think I predicted a Man City win. You know, I think I said they were gonna win 2-1. But I can't remember if I said they were going to go behind first and then come back, or they were just going to like steam into a 2-0 lead and Villa were going to get consolation. But I don't know, man. They need something big. At the minute, I can only see Villa winning, if I'm being honest. But you know what? City are that team, yeah, where because they've got so much equity, you're just like, you never want to write them off because they've got so much equity. But at some point, you're just going to be like, you know what? They're just not it no more. They're just not it, man. Vamos! Let's go. But yeah, man. Yeah, you just gotta City, man. You just gotta. They've got to show you to. I mean, it's mad saying it because they've won 4 Prems in a row, but it's kind of getting to a stage where because they've won 1 in 11 or 12, or whatever. It's getting to a stage where they're gonna have to like convince you again they're still that team. And I don't know if they are, if I'm being honest, because there's a nice case study now of games in the last 2, 3, 4 months. And even before they started losing, and bro, there was games here where the Brentford game, they should have lost that game. They should have been 2 or 3-0 down. I remember watching that game. They should have been 2-3-0 down. The game against Arsenal, even though we had 10 men, they should have lost the game because they didn't really create anything. So that's another game they should have lost. They got a draw. Wolves game, that should have been a draw. They weren't great in that game. They scored a long ranger in a corner. They weren't great in that game. So it was building up. The Southampton game, they weren't great in that game either. But here's Rico Lewis trying to feed in Haaland, making that run, but very good defending. And then it's Tillemans. That's a foul there by Rico. That could be a yellow card, and it is fouled on the transition there. But yeah, like I was saying about Man City, there's been a plethora of games where they've not been great, man. Even before they started to lose, obviously going this bad run of form. So yeah, it's difficult to see how they're going to get out of it. I know they beat Forest. That's their only win, that 3-0 win. And even in that game, Chris Wood had a 1-on-1, which he friggin' fumbled, which he should have scored. So yeah, it's not been good a good season, to be honest with you. But here's Rodgers, twinkle toes. Can he feed someone in? Very, very tricky in that final third box, trying to feed in. I think it was Dunya, but he's giving the ball away. But honestly, it was kicked out for a throw-in for Aston Villa. But yeah, it's look at I don't know, man. Pep obviously is normally a genius, man. But I don't know what he's going to come up with to try and combat how City are playing at the minute, because they just look void of ideas, look vulnerable in defense, vulnerable in midfield. They don't look a threat going forward. Haaland's very isolated in every game I've seen nowadays. And Villa look pretty comfortable It's going to take something from, I think, Foden. He needs to step up and do something, or Guardiola normally does, especially in the away games. Obviously, he had that chance where he could have made it 1-1. But yeah, Haaland needs a service, man. At a minute, unless Villa make a mistake, I can't see him impacting the game at a minute, if I'm being really honest. But yeah, man. Obviously, Villa. That's beautiful by Tillemans. And he's laid it off very nice. And it's 3v3 here. McGinn on the right hand side. Can he make the right? Oh, he's made a good run. Can he square it? Oh, you got to square it, man. Greedy. You got to square it. You've got to square that, man. What the hell? Got to square that, bro. Very, very greedy there by Matty Cash, man. He was never going to score from an angle. Very good work. Very good build up there. Look, he's got a tap in, man. Square the ball. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Tillemans that was crazy, man. The footwork. And you know what? I did want him, man. When he was at Leicester and we were linked with him, I did want Tillemans, to be honest. I thought he was a good player. But I think off the ball, Arteta wasn't impressed with him. And we didn't want to pay X amount of money to agents and wages. But you look at him and see it, like, compare it to like a Marino. We could have had him, who's younger, or the same age or whatever. And he's obviously Premier League ready. It's just like, he could have saved us a lot of problems in that left 8, man. Just in terms of that creativity problem. Obviously, he's playing on the right in this game. And then you could have probably moved Odegaard to the left 8. But yeah, I just think we're lacking in terms of Arsenal. We're just lacking a lot of, like, we used to have them more, man. A lot of technicians in the midfield. You Santi Cazorlas, even Arteta, obviously Ozil, those technical players. I think obviously back then we had too many of them and not enough like strong, rugged, pace and power kind of players. And now it's the other way. We've got loads of like rugged, strong players, but not enough technicians. It's just really in the midfield. It's just really Odegaard, really, where you think, yeah, he's someone that's very silky on the ball. And obviously Partey, but Partey's more of a DM. And same with Jorginho. I'm on about like that higher midfield role, the Odegaards, the left 8s. Obviously, Marino just looks more like he looks more like a DM, man. Big DM playing further forward. Just in terms of, he's neat and tidy. Oh, that's a great ball in. Is he onside? Flag stays down. Duran's. He's finished it. He's offside. I knew he was offside. Great finish, though. Great finish. But Tillemans again. That through ball, man. Yeah, he's offside. But yeah. But yeah, that's the danger, man. That's what they want, Villa. And they can't stop Tillemans. They need someone just to clamp him down. This is where probably Rodri would be involved. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Grealish, for 50 minutes gone, obviously Villa look more likely to score, but when I said that about obviously Man City, Villa scored, so yeah, maybe Man City can take this as something. Foden, over the bar. Morgan is class. Yeah, he is, bro. He is class, man. Player that we could have done with is, to be honest with you, someone in that midfield that can drive and run. But yeah, man, he's a very good player. Only young as well, what, 22, 23. So yeah, Villa have got a gem. And I think with Arsenal, this is what we need to start doing, man. I know it's a difficult one because we're in a stage where obviously everyone wants to win major honours, and I'm in that same boat. But for me, yeah, I feel like the money we're gonna spend or we need to spend, we're not gonna this board and owner is not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it, man. He's not gonna spend 200 million on a striker and a midfielder and then spend X amount on someone a left winger. And so we're gonna have to find some gems. We're gonna have to find a Morgan Rogers, who you're thinking, oh my god, this player is amazing. And it's for cheap. It's for 20 mil, 30 mil. We got Martinelli for 5 mil. People forget this, man. And he's definitely more than paid his fee, let's be honest. But yeah, I think we need a few more than that. Obviously, they're hard to find. But yeah, we do need a few more. But free kick to Villa. No, to Man City, sorry. Tielemans again, back to Morgan Rogers, trying to find Duran in the channels. Good defending there by Akanji. I think they're both injured there. Might have to stop it. Villa are just keeping the ball at the minute, man. Yeah, Pep might have to, what was it, 60th, well, 57th minute. He's going to have to look at some subs, man, if I'm being honest. Because, yeah, they've not started the second half well at all. Villa look more dangerous and more look like more scoring, um, which is obviously not something that Man City wanted. Nice there by Rodgers. Oh, unlucky there. Good football though. Um, oh, Ortega's in trouble here, and Duran's won the ball back, but it's it's gone to a Man City player, luckily, and it's pulled out of play. Great pressing there. Duran there. He's had a very good performance. And remember, guys, they've got Ollie Watkins on the bench as well. He was one of the best strikers in the league last year. He's just chilling on the bench, which is crazy. Dina, Rodgers. Oh, nice little play there. Oh, Rodgers is back. Oh, he's in the post. Oh, what a chance. Oh, great play there by Rodgers and Duran. The hold-up play, the link-up play, the weaving in and out, the balance of Morgan Rodgers just to squeeze into the, obviously, into the penalty box there. Great close control. Fantastic play there. Oh, nice little flick. Oh, good little touch there. Oh, unlucky, man. Unlucky. Maybe you should have scored there, to be honest with you. But lovely build-up play though. I can't fault it. But like I said, former club, players step their game up, man. Oh, great player by Tillemans, man. He's been class. He's got to be a man of the match. Him and Morgan. Oh, unlucky there. Dina. Oh. Oh, unlucky. Very clever though. Is Grealish on the left-hand side. Gone to the side netting, man. Poor. Here's Morgan Rogers again. Great. Oh, McGinn's on the right-hand side there. Tillerman's there. He's going to go for the shot, McGinn. Morgan Rogers. Oh, what a finish. It's 2-0 to Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers with the goal. Vamos. He does the cold celebration. And it's well-deserved. 2-0. Former City player. And makes it 2-0 to Aston Villa. 2-0. 2-0. He does that. Morgan Rogers does that. Damn. It was been coming, man, to be honest with you. And him and Duran posing, the both of his goal scorers. Yeah, goal and assist for Morgan. Damn. What strength, man. Back to Rogers. Great touch on his left-hand side. Hits it left into the corner. And keeper got no chance, man. Yeah. Well deserved. 2-0. And it's looking bleak for City, man. They've been so bad in the second half. Even though they weren't creating a lot, they created a few chances in the first half with Foden. But, bro, it's not good, man. And remember this, guys. This is without Duran's been amazing. To be honest with you, I can see why he's starting ahead of. Oh, great there by Morgan. Oh, he's just taking on all the plays. They can't stop him. That was a foul, and he's giving it. Savinho's looking to come on. What a chance for him to get his first goal. Rogers in. Is that a penalty? Oh no, good tackle there. By Foden's been poor, man. He's been poor. He's been very poor, if I'm being perfectly honest. Well, Villa look comfortable, man. Villa look like if anyone else is going to score, it's going to be them rather than Man City. Foden, good defending there. Duran there, good hold up play. Oh, yeah, that's got to be a free kick. Man. Seventy-three minutes gone. Aston Villa 2-0 up. Yeah, Foden just does that thing where he just churns and shoots from distance, man. Man City have been poor, you know. They've been poor, man. Kick out there, Duran fighting with Akanji there. Good little battle. Carl Walker. That bloody hell. He nearly scored an own goal there, man. I don't know what he was thinking. Putting the goalkeeper under pressure. Obviously, Man City, I think they've got away with it, but that wasn't ideal. Back to Lewis. Kanji. Eight goals conceded in the final 15 minutes. So, yeah, if Man City can get one in the next 5-10 minutes, could be nervy, to be fair. Could be nervy, but he's looking like a long way back, to be honest. Grealish plays it into the path, kind of deflected. Here's Duran, kicks it out. It could end up being a good ball. Good idea, though. Back to Mike Cash. What an opportunity for Arsenal to go, even in the form they're in, to beat Palace and go 6 points clear of Manchester City. If, obviously, Man City lose this game. I'm not sure where Aston Villa, where Man City would be. If Man City lose this, which it looks like they're going to, they'd have a goal difference of 3. And potentially, 37, they could go down to 9th if Brighton and Fulham both win. And obviously Bournemouth win. They could go down to 9th place. And potentially, if Tottenham win, they'll be 1 point behind Man City. And they've had a terrible season. So, yeah. Haaland here, trying to do something. He's going to have to take on 3-4 players. Well, you can't do it, man. You can't do it. Man City have conceded more goals than Bournemouth, more goals than Fulham, same amount of goals as Brighton. They've conceded more goals than Spurs. Even though Spurs have lost 7 games, it's mad. They've conceded more goals than Newcastle, more goals than Man United, more goals than Crystal Palace, more goals than Everton. Jesus, it's not good, bro. It's not good. And again, they've played a game more. I get it, but this would be their 6th defeat out of 17. 3 draws, 8 wins. Same amount of wins as Arsenal, but it's the defeats, man. It's the defeats. And again, they would have lost more than Bournemouth. Would have lost more than Fulham. Lost more than Brighton. They would have lost more than Newcastle. They would have lost the same amount of games as Man United. They would have lost the same amount of games as Crystal Palace. The same amount of games as Everton. It's so bad, their form. It's so bad. But yeah, there's no real purpose or desire in their midfield, man. It's very easy for Aston Villa, or that could be a pass on there into Tillemans, into the plays it out wide to Matty Cash or John McGinn. Tries to find Dunya, but he comes out for a corner. But like I said, Manchester City they look more likely to score. Sorry, Aston Villa look more likely to score, man, than Man City. Man City just looked void of ideas, man. Void of ideas. Oh, man. Void of ideas, bro. Corner in by Villa. Coming in. Corner comes in, headed away. Goes out. Ollie Watkins. Who would have thought, man? Ollie Watkins getting hand-me-down minutes. Get caught the last 10. Jeez. Crazy. But to be fair, Duran's been amazing. Not even just his goal. Hold-up play has been crazy. He's been a nuisance. He's led the line really, really well. Good finisher. Even the one that was offside was a great goal. And this is what Arsenal lack, man. We lack. And I think we've Havertz. Havertz does a lot of good things, but we lack that full forward pace, man, to stretch defenders. And even though obviously people play with a low block, when teams do attack, we need more transitional threat over the top, where we win the ball back quick and we've got that threat when there's space. You know, and we haven't really got that, man. And I think that's what City lack. It's only Haaland. You have someone go toe to toe with Haaland or two people on the wings, man. They're not going to do anything in transition. They're just too slow. And then we got with Doku, he's not got enough quality to be consistent in terms of his actual final ball. Savinho is the same. Obviously, he's young. Digne, that looked like a foul to me. And it is. Kind of just ran into him. But yeah, 10 minutes left, guys. 10 minutes left. It's looking like a massive win for Aston Villa. Massive win for Aston Villa. Doku's coming on. It's definitely going to be 1 win in 12. There's 9 minutes left. They're not going to win this. Rodgers. Back to Rodgers. Oh, fantastic. There's the ball on there. Oh, he's gone the other way. Oh, good save. He should have went the other way. Oh, I should have went the other way. Crazy. Boy, it's going to be an elite finish to score from there, though. Listen, Rodgers is a problem anyway. And in the big games... Villa have been good, man. Villa have been really good. Oh, that looked like a foul. Boy, 2-0 at the minute, man. Aston Villa, it's looking like they're going to win and go above Manchester City in the table. And it's looking scary for Manchester City, man. If they don't get that together, they might struggle to get top 4 at this rate because they just keep losing. Lost to Man United last week. Losing to Villa this week. They've lost to Brighton. They've lost to Bournemouth. They've lost to Tottenham. They've lost so many games, man. It's crazy when you think about it. And obviously, that's obviously excluding the Champions League as well. So, yeah, they've been poor this game, man. Second half, they've been non-existent, honestly. They've been so bad. Villa could have been more than 2-0 up, if I'm being honest, with the chances in the first half and the second half that they've had in transition. They're just void of ideas. They can't break down. I mean, it's not even Villa. It's not even a low block. It's just like a mid block going back and forth. They've got no pacing behind bar Haaland. He can't get in the ball. It's too crowded in the middle. And on the wings, yeah, 1v1. Aston Villa have done very well to double up on the winger and be very aggressive. And Grealish has got 3 people around him. Obviously, they've got a free kick here, but yeah, that's what they've been doing all game, really. Just surrounding Doku. They've worked very hard off the ball. Maybe because of obviously the opposition, they're treating them seriously like you would do with Manchester City. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy one. Foden with the ball into the box. Martinez, good punch out there by Martinez. Kick there by, I think, Matty Cash. Back to Ortega. But yeah, even there's been a lack of urgency from City, man. There's been a lack of urgency considering the 2-0 down. There's not been a point in the game where it looked like they're going to get back into it, if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, man. It's not the best. They've lost the ball again here. I think it's McGinn. That looked like a foul. He's giving it. Yeah, he's giving it. City fan. Jack Grealish getting the biggest cheer. Getting frustrated because he just got a yellow card. Yeah, poor from him, man. He started brightly on the left, but just that one good ball in for Guardiola that he did, and that was it. Apart from that, he's been non-existent again. But yeah, they've been so poor, man. Not creating anything. Oh, that's a bit sloppy there, though. Grealish, is that foul? He's going to go out for a corner. But it's not over yet. A couple of minutes to go. Doku, can he provide a bit of quality? He's gone to the byline, cuts it back in. No one's there, man. Back to McGinn. There could be a chance here to break. Cash making a good run. Passes it back. Gone for a man. Aston Villa throwing. 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. Make sure you got those notification bell on so you don't miss my next watch along. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. 5:30 kickoff. I'll be on about 25 minutes past 5. Talk about the team news and whatnot before the game kicks off. So, yeah. Oh, that game is so much bigger now, man. We need to win. We need to win. We need to win. I said that last week against Everton. We didn't win. But we need to win. This one, we need to win. 100%, man. Because we can't keep dropping points against these teams who are... This is supposed to be our easy run. And then, yeah, we'll drop 2 points at Fulham, drop 2 points at home to Everton. So, yeah, this has to be a W. But, yeah, we'll obviously talk about that later on. But here's Manchester City defending again. Watkins in the left-hand side channel. I think it's covered by Akanji. That looked like it went out, though, but the referee's not giving it. Back to Savinho on the right-hand side. Can he do something productive? Not really done anything since he's come on. Good challenge there, but he's evaded it, to be fair to him. Savinho back to Bernardo Silva in the midfield. Trying to find someone here. Just dribbling around. Back to Rico Lewis, back to Doku. Back to Grealish. Trying to put the ball in. Haaland there. Couldn't get to it there. Savinho gets the throw in. Manchester City. This is the first piece of urgency Manchester City have done all game, man. But yeah, Morgan Rogers. Fair play to him. Man. He's been good. He's been really good. Him or Tielemans, man of the match. Probably go with him because he obviously set up the first one, scored the second half. But yeah, bro, his take-ons, man. When he leads people in treacle and they're ballerina, they're stepping, and obviously he's done the pose there with Duran, the other goal scorer. But yeah, obviously it's such a different banker, man. When you got a player like that can just get you up the pitch so quick, especially when you're defending. Again, a lot of big teams like that ball carrier, that dribbler. But yeah, man. But yeah, it's been class. Been class, man. But yeah, 4 minutes of extra time. It doesn't look like Manchester City are going to lose another game. That would be 1 win in 12. I think it's 8 or 9 defeats, one of the two. But yeah, very poor from them. And yeah, Pep needs to try and just get to January and then see if we can buy someone as soon as possible, especially in the midfield, get something sorted, to try and keep their season alive, especially in the league and obviously the Champions League as well. So yeah, we'll have to see with that. Doku, obviously on the left-hand side, trying to wiggle his way through. But yeah, man. Manchester City, they're trying. Obviously, you got Savinho there. Back to Kyle Walker. Back to Savinho. Back to Kyle Walker. Savinho. Can they get consolation? Rico Lewis is a good idea, but it's poor execution. And yeah, very interesting to know Kevin De Bruyne. He's not coming at all. So again, I think he's thinking about the legs in midfield for Aston Villa and Morgan Rogers and your man there, Tielemans, and thinking, yeah, this is not the game for him. So yeah, interesting, man. Very interesting. Yeah, Manchester City fans, I wonder how they feel, man. Because yeah, they're not used to this, especially over the last 2, 3, 4 years. They've just been dominating, winning leagues quite easily, hardly losing games, being quite efficient. But now, all of a sudden, you're looking at it and you're thinking, yeah, they're not the same team that they were that won all those titles. And it's a big worry for them, man. It's a big worry for them, man. Just into the simple fact that where are they going to finish the season if they carry on this form? It's going to be ridiculously low if they carry on this kind of form. So yeah, shocking really. But there has been a goal. Sorry, it's just skipped and it's Philip Foden. He's actually put the ball in the back of the net. It's kind of ricocheted. Oh, he slipped on the ball. I mean, it's a good finish, but very, very lucky there. And Villa were a minute away from getting a clean sheet. That is very unfortunate, to be honest with you. It's kind of is, and the City fans are shamelessly celebrating. Well, there is a minute left. If they could get another opportunity, it could be 2-2, which would be crazy. But yeah, they've got a goal back, a consolation back. You would say there's only going to be like a minute left, to be honest with you. Oh, but Ortega's giving it straight back to McGinn. Now you're looking at McGinn. Oh, no, there. Oh, that's poor. That's the one thing he shouldn't have done. He either should have just passed it or just dribbled it slowly, but he's kind of dribbled it into between to give it back to City. And City could have one more opportunity here. This would be a sign of champions if they could get back from 2-0 down. And they've given away a free kick here. Yeah, we're giving away a free kick. This is probably going to be the last free kick they can take before the game is probably over. Let me change that score as well. It's a 2-1. But yeah, 2-1 to Manchester City. Sorry, 2-1 to Aston Villa. Manchester City with that goal. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. They've got a free kick now here, Manchester City. Comes and collects it very, very well there by Martinez, and that should be that. To be honest, that should be that. Is he going to blow for the final whistle? That should be that, man. Yeah. Manchester City get a goal kind of out of nothing, but Martinez is obviously telling him he's got the player of the match. Either him or Morgan Rogers. You couldn't really argue. Tillman is trying to go for the ball there. And that is it. That is it. Aston Villa have beaten Manchester City. Manchester City 1 win in 12. Another defeat, making them go to 6 in the Premier League. Aston Villa jump up to 5th. Very well-deserved win. Aston Villa were class. Manchester City were not very good in the entire game. And yeah, Villa are obviously happy with that victory. And Manchester City need to get their act together, because if they're not careful, they could slip down the table, even as far as to 9th this weekend. So yeah, Aston Villa 2, Manchester City 1. That is all she wrote. Obviously, that's been a very good watch along. Thanks to everyone for joining in, clicking in. Please like, subscribe, share, do what you got to do. Put the notifications bell on so you do not miss a stream ever. I'll be back at 5:25 for the Crystal Palace versus Arsenal game. What game? We need to win this game. We really need to win it. Oh man, we need to win it now, man. But yeah, thanks for joining me. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. Like I always say, don't hate the player, hate the game.